Hey guys, just a quick tutorial on where to find useful fits for the game. So in game, you're going to find an open channel called Fit Sources. You can find that by clicking on the plus sign in any chat, typing in Fit Sources, and hitting join. So in this chat, you're actually going to be presented with a tutorial on how to import fits from zKill. Very easy to do. So you can find fits from any pilot or corp that you like and import them directly into the game. So now one of the first sources of fits that I'm going to recommend, especially for newer pilots or people who just want to try PvP, is the Frigate Yearbook. So this is something that's been published every year for I think 7 years. And it goes over all the frigates that are used in specifically novice, plexes, and faction warfare space. So it's a lot of 1v1 Tech 1 and faction frigates. Now it's going to go over all the different frigates that are used, how effective they are against ships of the same class or against other frigates. It even gives you a chart. It gives you the most common fits and some comments on how to use them. Additionally, this will come into play later in the video, but it also tells you the top structures where to look for, where to look at the zKills and see what people are flying. The top systems to look at. So as well, what I highly recommend is looking at the faction warfare corps for each empire. So you have links here for each empire's faction warfare corp, and you can open them up and see what people are flying and look at how they're fit. No, this one was empty. Let's see here. Let's look at his Merlin. So we can see how they're fitting the Merlins in the faction warfare corp. And again, it's very good for finding 1v1 frigate type fits. For solo hunting and small gang, I really like looking at wormhole alliances. So we can look at, for example, Laser Ox and find small engagements here and see how they've been fitting. So let's look at their prophecy here. This is in the Abyss, but we can see how they're fit, and then we can import that fit right into the game. So wormhole alliances are usually very elite, high-end fits, veteran pilots, so they really know what they're doing. So I like to look at their fits. Nullsec and lowsec blocks are also great to look at. So like Volta or Snuffed Out are two examples that I give here. We can look at their losses and see how they're fit on more prophecies. So I think this must be proving ground stuff. So let's go back a few pages. So we can see here's a wolf. So we can see how he fits as wolf for nullsec. So great source of fits. These guys again are pretty elite. They end up on the front page of zKill. So we can look down here for top alliances. We've got Snuffed Out, We Form Volta. So they are top killers. Great to look at their fits. And I like to look at certain systems. What we can do is we can open up Dotland maps, and there's a section here for the most violent systems. So we can actually look up what's going on in these systems, what people are flying. Some of them are just gate camping systems like Onanin or Abazon are just gate camping systems, so it's not really helpful to look at. But like Tama, for example, or Amamaki, there's a lot of faction warfare combat going on there, so it's great to look at what people are flying in those systems. We can open one up here. Let's take a look at Tama, for example. So we can go in and see how is this guy fitting his Rifter, and then we can steal that fit. We can also look at local threat. So we can take a copy of our local, open up local threat intel, and then we're going to Control V to paste it into here, and it's going to give us stats on people. So we can see that, oh, this guy has made a lot of kills and a lot of losses. He might know what he's doing. So I'm going to click on his name, open up his zKill, go to losses, and I'm going to see how he fits his ships. So I can open up his fit, see how he fits. This will also help me prepare against him. So if I'm going to fight him, I'll know how he tanks. If there's any resistance holes in his fits, I can simulate his fit and see what his resistances look like. Let's open up his fit here. Since this guy's in system with me, I want to know what he's like for fitting. So we can see he's got a thermal hole, which is interesting because thermal is like the most common damage to inflict from in my experience anyways. I could be wrong on that. But so now I know that if I'm going to go up against him in a missile boat or a Mimitar boat, I'm going to use thermal ammo against him and hopefully get some good damage applied. So you can also use a zKill board. As I was showing on the side of zKill, there are like top alliances, top characters. The big alliances, they're so huge that it's hard to distinguish good players from noob players. So I don't like to look at them, but some of the smaller, more elite alliances like Volta or Snuffed Out, they're big, but they're not so huge it's going to be hard to go through their stuff. Dock workers are a lot of gate campers, so I don't really look at them. So yeah, so I hope this helps. In-game, again, that channel is Fit Sources. You can take a look at that. And I hope this helps. Cheers.